In this video, we're going to cover 3 of the fastest growing YouTube channels in 2025 and talk about how they've been successful so you can implement those strategies for your channel as well. The fastest growing YouTube channel in 2025 by a long shot is MrBeast, the undisputed king of YouTube, still making crazy epic videos about islands and airplanes and challenges and all that kind of stuff. He really has created this sub niche within YouTube of like spectacle viewing and spectacle videos, and still does a fantastic job of that, both with his YouTube content and his Beast Games content on Amazon Prime. And so we'll get into some of the strategies that he uses, but just know, number 1, still MrBeast. Number 2 and number 3 are actually children's content. Number 2, fastest growing channel on YouTube last year was Cocomelon's channel. So Cocomelon does animated videos alongside nursery rhymes and lullabies, and essentially is just programming specifically for young children, and it's safe programming. So every parent wants to know, if I'm giving my children something to watch and I'm not watching it with them, I want to make sure that it's safe, that it's not going to be something that's, something I don't want them to watch. And so Cocomelon gives them that safe content and is highly engaging, so children actually want to watch it. The 3rd fastest growing YouTube channel was Vlad and Niki. Vlad and Niki carved out their family-centric channel, attracting millions of viewers with their imaginative play and engaging stories. They surpassed over 100 million subscribers, which is a huge accomplishment in the world of YouTube. And I think the thing that really stands out about them is their effective balance of entertainment with education, making it appealing for both kids and parents alike. Now, what are some of the strategies that these creators use to grow so quickly? Number 1, they focus on the retention curve. So when they are putting editing together, putting a video together, what they care about more than anything is when somebody starts watching a video, do they finish to the end? Because ultimately what YouTube cares about is time on platform. Are people sticking around? Are they watching your videos? Are they watching more of your videos? Are they watching other videos? Because what YouTube wants is people watching more content. And so if when you're editing your content, you can focus on how engaging it is. Are there any places where it starts to drop off, where it's less engaging, where people click off and stop watching? Pay attention to those editing beats and then implement those best practices moving forward. You can do this by going into your YouTube Studio Analytics and looking at your average consumption graph, and it will show you where people drop off on average. Go into that video, look at the 10 seconds before and the 10 seconds after to figure out, why did so many people stop watching at this point in particular? If you can identify that, whether it's a jarring transition or you said something awkward or there was a funny cut, learn those lessons and then implement them on future videos. Again, paying attention to the average consumption curve. The second thing they do exceptionally well is focus on thumbnail design. In order to get somebody to start watching your video, they first have to click into your video, and creating engaging thumbnails is super important, whether it's high contrast, vibrant colors like these channels use, or if you're focused more on like a documentary style channel where it's more realism and photorealism, whatever it is, focus on your thumbnail design. Every channel and every audience is going to be a little bit unique, so you can't necessarily copy and paste MrBeast hanging on the side of a mountain to your channel and expect it to work the same way, but experiment with different thumbnail designs, different styles, until you identify something that is going to work really well for your channel and your audience, where they're clicking through to the video, and that's a metric that YouTube Studio will show you as well. How many people clicked through onto the video from the thumbnail, and then that consumption graph to make sure that you're focused on what's going to stick them around for a long time. And then the 3rd strategy that MrBeast in particular uses, and a lot of creators in that niche that is widely applicable, is leveraging trends and challenges. So if there's a trend of videos on YouTube, or if there's a challenge that you can implement to show a transformation or a before and after, or something engaging at a topical level, where someone would see that, they would understand the concept of the video and say, I want to understand how you get from here to here. A very common or a popular trend at the moment is the penny to whatever challenge, where you start with 1 penny and you trade it over and over and over and over and over again to see if you can like buy a car or buy a house or buy a cow. I don't know what it is, but essentially you start with the premise of, let's see what this penny can turn into. And because that's something that people in general are interested in watching, there's a higher level of interest in that. Now, you don't want these trends and challenges to completely derail the focus of your channel or take over the focus of your content if that's not the content you want to make, but pay attention to these trends and challenges, and if there's one that's aligned with what you want to focus on as a creator, lean into that more than you would otherwise. Now, if you want to learn even more strategies for how to grow quickly on YouTube and some other channels that did exceptionally well in 2025 and things you can learn from that, you can read the full blog post right up at audiencelift.com/blog. We'll also leave a link to that blog post in the video description below for you to go and check out.